These woke teachers are absolutely out of control, and we talked about it today. I want to share it with you. If you're not tuning into our live stream at 2 Eastern, I'm going to leave it linked in the description below. Please do after the video, go over and subscribe or follow the live stream channel. And I really, really hope you'll tune in Monday through Friday at 2 Eastern, Monday through Thursday, 2 Eastern, or Fridays at 1 Eastern. Would love to see you there. Let's get into it. All right, well, a video has surfaced that I want to get everyone's reaction to. A teacher, and I know you'll probably be surprised to hear this, but it is an overweight white female with brightly colored glasses. I know that's probably shocking to you.
Wow.
Was caught berating a student in class. This is why I've always been a proponent of, like, we have to keep cell phones in classes because, you know, we went through this when we had all these teachers indoctrinating their students. And it's like, we wouldn't have known this if, like, students wouldn't have shared this information.
Right. And it was one of the benefits of them suddenly being, like, on computers in their living room or dining rooms during COVID. Parents were, like, listening to what was being taught.
So here we have two teachers. We have first these two teachers who have been fired, I'm happy to report. So leave a like on the video for that. These two teachers uploaded this video to TikTok. Again, two chunky white liberals.
There's news in the world, guys.
If you can't see the video, they're saying Iran issues a assassination threat against the president of the United States. And they're like, yes, please, crossing their fingers. Oh, we're so out of shape.
Sorry, we got a little too excited there.
In a classroom. Like, you can see.
In the classroom, on the clock.
They're exposing themselves in what side they're on, because I guarantee you these same people were all screaming free Palestine, free Palestine.
Oh, yeah.
But right now that innocent Iranians are being just massacred by this evil regime, right? This evil Islamic regime, right? And then now they're just like, oh please, yes, they want them to assassinate Trump. They've been defending this, like, Islamic regime at least by proxy this whole time. So they're just exposing what side they're on, and they want to pretend like they care about innocent lives and innocent people with the whole, like, pro-Palestine, free Palestine stuff. They are so silent when it comes to Iran right now. And they're not saying free Iran because they are on the side of this Islamic evil regime.
Right. Well, and they can't say free Iran because they're scared of, like, Palestine. They're scared of the other very carefully constructed house of cards of who's offended by who issues that they have. I want to say, and I know you both have heard me say this before, but this is why young conservative women really need to consider going into education. I get that you may personally want to homeschool your kids, but, like, somebody is running the public schools for as long as they exist. And if it's not you with your good values or at least your moderate takes, it's these gals. And I don't think this is what we want. Is this the best we can do for the public school attendees of America? Like, I don't think so.
Well, these are the same women that would, like, let little boys come to school and put on dresses and hide it from their parents.
Yep.
Like, we have this one, by the way. Again, shout out to whatever student. I haven't watched this clip before, but I'm just going to play it through. It's 45 seconds and then get your reactions here.
Okay.
His move should have been to go like this if he was really afraid. Your job as a police officer is to de-escalate.
A split second.
No, no.
Yes.
No.
She looks exactly like I expected. I'm just going to say that. This is not a vest comment, but, you know, just if you're thinking about wearing vests anytime, you know, this is also a clear indicator.
I have a vest. Should I break it out tomorrow?
I mean, look, I mean, she's not been like
arguing right now. What are you doing? You're arguing right
because he was not.
By the way, he's wearing a bagged and tagged hoodie, so based. Like, this guy.
Just because you're yelling doesn't mean you're winning arguments.
She's melting.
Just because you're yelling doesn't mean you're winning.
Escalating the situation. Like,
yeah, she wanted to hit him there, I think. She's like, I have to walk away. She like puts her hands, and then she goes like,
Yeah, just because you're alive doesn't mean you are.
It sucks that she got shot, but it's a split.
just because you're alive doesn't. She tried to get him back with a zinger, and she just epically failed.
Oh yeah.
So just because you're alive doesn't make you intelligent. Yeah.
Ma'am.
You gotta choose fucking stupid.
I just admit she's effing stupid. Like, absolutely based.
Wow.
With her pride flag lanyard. Did you notice that?
Oh, I didn't see that. Of course.
This teacher, by the way, is a leftist activist masquerading as an educator. The teacher argued with and insulted a student over the Renee Goods is a leftist activist. Here she is, Heather Abrahamson. You know, Becker's social media kit. Educators believe schools should be a place where all students can come to class feeling safe, supported, and valued. Unfortunately, some Becker school, but I mean, this should be automatic termination. That's my opinion. And by the way, shout out to these brave.
Yeah.
This kid isn't even like it's not even a conservative talking point. He's just saying he had a split-second decision to make. What is he supposed to do? Let her run him over? And she's just like,
And every single one of these kids knows, because at least that's how it worked at my high school and at my university, that if you just said, you know what, Mrs. Abrahamson, you're right. He should have done something differently. He should have shot into the sky. He should have disappeared. Like, if you just let her have the point, you're going to get an A in everything. She's going to be so much happier with you. To say the thing that's true is going to put you in the crosshairs of, you know, like when you're in high school, potentially long-term retribution. Every teacher she talks to, she's going to be like, he's the problem child. Anyone who might write you a letter of recommendation for a job or for college, like, you don't know where the well is poisoned. On the other hand, I think he's totally right to push back. Isn't that what we want? A generation of critical thinkers?
Exactly.
It happened to me when I was in 5th and 6th grade, because I was a troublemaker. And I remember my parents went to a parent-teacher conference and said, I remember this so well. They said, your son, this must be a Midwest saying. So like, for people that don't understand the saying, cod is often used as fake lobster, imitation lobster. So she's like, your son wants to do cod work and get lobster grades. And like, my mom and dad were like, Jeremy, please leave the room. And like, I don't know what happened, but that was the last time that teacher ever, like, but it followed me around. Other teachers would give me a hard time. They'd be like, oh, you know, this is the kid whose parents embarrassed this teacher was just trying to help. It becomes like a reputation,
right? Like, you have the difficult parents. They're, you know, it's just so difficult to deal with him. You don't want to have him in class. If you bring the parents in, they indulge him. They don't do, you know what I mean? Like, it's not true, but it is something, especially in like small communities with public schools, you can't walk away from this.
Right. And what's crazy is with these people arguing like that teacher was, is it's just like, this is actually just a common sense thing. It's not even, it shouldn't matter what side you're on politically or where you even stand on the issue at hand. It's like, okay, she was about to run him over and he had to defend himself. So even if it was a situation of like, let's say a protester was protesting something I agree with and I agreed with them. If they were going to run someone over and that person had to defend themselves, I don't care the politics or the beliefs of any person at hand. Common sense will tell you that was self-defense.
If a white officer was about to pull and let's say it was a black criminal who was standing in front of the car, right? Do you think, and fired on police? What argument do you think this white, you know, obese teacher was making? The cop was trying to take his life. He had to defend himself. Like, it is so nakedly partisan. And part of this is like, so many of these young kids now are more conservative in school. Gen Z has trended that way. I see it, like, my brother-in-law used to wear like First Amendment, Second Amendment hoodies to school. And I'm like, dude, like,
you're buying them for him. You're like, please continue.
I wasn't, but shout out Nico. But like, there's not, now again, I live in Wisconsin in a more rural area, you know, but like this school district is in a conservative area and the teachers are still communists. It really harkens back to Hannah Claire's point, like, conservative women and men, please consider going into teaching, because this woman is radicalizing kids to that. And by the way, this rolls right into, why do we think Minnesota closed the schools down when this happened?
Can't be in two places at once. That was somebody else's ex post. I'm paraphrasing it.
Yeah, they wanted these students to be out in the streets protesting. There was other videos of Minnesota school teachers passing out whistles and codes to hand, you know, to use how to, you know, it's like this. I encourage students to continue to humiliate their teachers and film it, because this is, we need more of this.
Yep, we do.
I agree. I remember working at a school. I wasn't a teacher. I worked in like administration, fundraising stuff, but like it was a all girls school, private. So naturally super left. The teachers talked in horror about the like 3 or 4 students who were openly for Trump I wasn't there during the election, but it's like, you would hear, they'd be like, well, we had some students and they, you know, we were very concerned, but it was like as if they were terrorizing school, and you know, they were just like, I like Trump. I think we should build a wall.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it?
Every single teacher supported the students when they organized, aka the teachers prompted them to organize a walkout in honor of Parkland, right? If you had a
they were doing it for the ICE stuff.
Walkout, they would not have been as supportive. It was just obvious. And again, I I think that people talk about this with like Hollywood, right? Like, how do we break into Hollywood? How do we get into entertainment? But I think it would be really wise for young conservatives, men and women, Jeremy's right, to get into teaching. That way, it's not a post that is, open. And if you're like, but I want to be a stay-at-home mom and homeschool my kids, cool. Get your background in education anyways. Like, do it.
Right.
Spend a couple years, leave, maybe keep your certification if you ever want to go back. If you don't know what you want to do, start there, because otherwise it's obvious why there are so many kids either not speaking up or who are being twisted away from their families, because you don't have to be preaching conservative values. Just be moderate. That's all I'm asking, right? Like, give accurate information and be moderate. And apparently that is just something that educators in most public schools in America can't do. So be the change you want to see in the world.
Right. And that's the thing is these people who are in these like demonic woke ideologies, they actively have a strong desire of indoctrinating children. They're fighting hard to be there to indoctrinate these kids. And the Bible even speaks about, like, if you mislead God's children, right? Better to have a millstone around your neck and be tossed in the river. So what they're doing is terrible. I truly believe that they are being influenced by Satan, and they want to indoctrinate these kids. They want to keep them away from godly Christian values, and they want to indoctrinate them in these demonic ideologies. And that's a big reason why they pursue the education system as much as they
access.
Yeah, they know it's definitely a part of it. Now I'll end this segment because there was this, I wish I could think of his name. He had this really smart take. I don't know if it was his originally, but I just saw the take, and he's basically like, nobody's born conservative. Like, everyone's born liberal. Because
did I get here?
Because they don't have any responsibilities and they don't have like any consequences in life. So they're like this. Once they see that, like, hey, society takes something to maintain, rules have to happen for people's safeties. That's how people end up being conservative. And you see that so much with many of these Karens and these anti-ICE Karens. It's like, oh no, this woman's never had any consequences.
Exactly.
Like, or this man. Like, nobody's ever given them 5 across the eyes when they got out of line. They've never been arrested for being that drunk white girl at the bar. Like, everybody's always excused their behavior for their whole life. And that's why so many kids, they're growing up faster now because of the internet. And I think that's why more of them are becoming conservative. They're understanding that, these wars in foreign countries matter to them. It's like, it's not about whatever teeny bopper is whatever. It's like they're getting exposed to real world politics at an earlier age. And so they're becoming more conservative, and they're becoming more based because they have to, because it's now a part of the cultural zeitgeist. It's now a part of everything in entertainment. It's a part of, they're seeing their teachers for the indoctrination cult leaders that they are. And I absolutely, whoever filmed this and uploaded it, absolutely based. If you get any negative repercussions, you let me know directly, and we'll make sure that whatever happens to you is well broadcast. And we'll
kind of that whole class, So I don't want to cut you off. I know you're wrapping it, but like that it's the kid who filmed it and the kid who was arguing. That teacher hates them now, like
forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're going to have to change teachers, and even then, it's going to follow them. Yeah. Okay. So
Well, you're rapping. I will say this, like, everyone's born liberal thing. Maybe that's true, but also, have you ever seen a toddler like with toys? They need rights. They believe in ownership. Like, I don't know about this. Everyone's born liberal.
All right, maybe you're right.
They're born sinful. We can agree with that. Everyone is born with sinful nature, sinful desires. Everybody's born with, like, you think about yourself. You have like these selfish desires, right? And so it's through, you have to train a child, for example, right? Or they're going to be a menace to society. And so it's just like, when you just live based on fleshly impulse, that's not a good way to live. It's not good for society. It's not good for us either. So we have to learn these things.
Yep. Yeah. That's a better rap, actually.